Yo, what's up? It's your boy JJ Brown Moore back with another video. You know what I'm saying? In today's video, we're reacting to Vitali. Just ended his career. And Vitali, blood, what are you doing, bro? Apparently, he falsely accused someone of being a child predator. He was innocent, which is crazy, bro. Which is crazy, because now you've plastered his face on lying everywhere, bro. You know what I'm saying? But hey, let's see the details of the whole shit, because I just saw a post online. I don't know the whole details. I don't know what really went down, and I don't know what really happened. So we're gonna watch this video and see what happened. Shout out to Murray. God damn, Murray. I did not realize you had 2.23 million subs. I did not realize you had motion like that. Okay, Murray.
All right, guys. So this is really bad. All right, guys. So this is really bad. Vitali is now in drama for targeting a particular individual in a, PDFer sting, right? You know, those setups. But turns out this guy was completely innocent. And, I think that this just may be the end of Vitali's career.
Let's see what this says. It has come to my attention that in a recent episode of Catching Child Predators, my team and I mistakenly portrayed Akash Singhani as a child predator. This was a mistake. Sorry if I said that name wrong, my apologies. This was a mistake that I deeply regret. He never intended, I can't fucking read, bro. He never intended to go back to school. He never intended to meet a minor and has been cleared of all wrongdoing. I apologize to Mr. Singhani, his family, his friends, and anyone else affected by this mistake. But the damage has already been done, bro. You plastered his face all over the internet, bro. You should do the right. Like, you should make sure before you accuse someone of some crazy shit like this. You know what I'm saying? His face is already over the internet. You know what I'm saying? To be clear, the work we do to expose predatory behavior is of the utmost importance, but in doing so, we cannot lose sight of the truth. I have removed the video from all my accounts, okay? That's good. And I ask that everyone who has saved it, please do the same. Though I never encourage anyone to attempt to contact any person in my videos. I ask that anyone who is attempting to contact Mr. Shangan cease at once. This was a learning experience for my team and me, and we will ensure that we remain committed to the truth as we always have.
Wait, she never told me she was 16.
Oh, she did. Where's the Bluetooth speaker, honey?
Wait.
Where's the Bluetooth speaker?
So already you can see Vitali, he's doing the whole racial mocking, the whole Indian. I think this guy may be South Asian or Indian.
But how do you mistakenly accuse someone of some crazy behavior like this? Like, surely if you're catching them, you need the evidence. So how do you mistaken? I don't get that.
Whatever, maybe. And, he's doing the whole Indian mocking, singing thing, right? Mind you, this guy is innocent. There's no proof whatsoever. And he also said she didn't tell me. By the way, they're, how they pretend to be coal miners. Sorry, it's YouTube. This guy apparently did not know any of that.
Where's the Bluetooth speaker, honey?
Wait, no.
Honey bun.
You added me on Snapchat.
Honey bun.
You added me on Snapchat.
Honey bun. Bluetooth speaker. Honey bun.
You got the messages right here.
Wait, where did she? I swear to God, she never told me.
Wait, really?
I swear.
Oh shit! My bad, bro. You're good.
No, I swear to God.
Sorry, bro. Wrong person.
Maybe it's a misunderstanding.
Wait, no.
That's
dude,
crazy.
18. I swear to God. I don't move.
Wait. So you trolling too?
No.
This is sad, man. This is sad.
Oh, you probably deleted it all.
And guys,
No, wait. I swear to God. Wait, I swear to God.
Okay, she's gonna pull up right now.
Yeah. Wait. Please pull it up.
Wait, why do you talk to girls about raping them? You crazy?
Yeah, you.
Okay, wait. It's a scene.
see, I knew this was gonna get to a point to where guys like Vitali and other people, I'm not talking about Gideon because he actually works with law enforcement, but
I can't lie, Gideon and Skeeter here. Gideon and Skeeter, they're the only two predator catchers that I know of who are legit. Everyone else who I've saw they're not legit, man. They just do stupid shit, bro. They're just doing it for content. These two are actually legit. They work with law enforcement. They get arrested and they actually lock these motherfuckers up. You know what I'm saying? These two are legit. Skeeter and Gideon. These two, applaud them, man. Applaud them. We gotta appreciate their work, bro. They're doing God's work. But people like Vitali, man, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing?
Rogue off the cuff groups like Vitali and these other guys who don't do their research, who just indiscriminately target certain people without doing their due diligence, without law enforcement. I believe, I'm not sure if they do work with law enforcement, but it's just them on a live stream with their group. And now, you know, this unfortunate guy has had his life ruined because this clip is out there, right? And we all know that, you know, when the first clip goes viral, that's done. Everybody forms their opinions. You know, everybody tries to virtue signal and say, hey, he's a bad person. He's a PDFer without actually any hard proof, right? And then when the allegations are denied and are proven false, not everybody who saw the initial video will actually see the video proving everything wrong and the vindication of the individual.
That's what I'm saying, bro. The first clip went viral, bro. That clip went viral. The motherfuckers who see that shit might not see this might not see the aftermath. And then they saw the first clip. They don't have the rest of the context, so they see my man and they get onto my man saying, oh, you a predator, you and try beating his ass. He's, bro, how, like, Vitali, how does this happen, bro? How does this happen? How? You get me?
Unfortunately, so is, you know, now Vitali's being sued for this, by the way. So here's the part where it gets crazy and he realizes that he's fucked up.
Yo, guys, everybody just got it. Yo, hold on. Let's start from the beginning. Hey, what do you mean? So she got the...
Check this out, guys.
What do you mean by wrong text messages?
Okay,
just explain.
okay, look.
Yeah, let me hear your side of the story. Everybody gets to speak.
Okay, yeah. So, okay.
I'll speed this up for you guys.
Please.
Okay. So, I mean, I'm gonna just show you everything one by one. Okay.
But you are Indian, so you are smart, so you probably cheated the system. But for Bro, again in the middle of me talking, bro.
That's crazy, bro. Even with the entire possibility of this guy being wrong, getting either the wrong guy or an innocent guy, Vitali's out here still trying to make racial jokes as if he's not in hot water.
I asked you guys, holy shit, I was just perfectly like, I was getting a perfect farm clip, and then somebody had to... Okay,
is Vitali high right now?
Okay,
nah, Vitali's always off something, I swear down, bro. He's always on something, bro. Like this guy be bugging, man. He be bugging.
Like this, you see the way this guy was looking at Vitali, like, bro, this is not a game, right? Like he's actually trying to prove. Let's look at this, guys.
Hello, ma'am. Are you still here?
911.
We are on the way.
911 is sticky. Like, what the fuck is
Does
going
anybody have any weapons?
Does anyone have any what?
Weapons.
No. To my knowledge, no one has any weapons here.
So at this point, he's called law enforcement, I believe, and then eventually police officers pulled up, right?
I mean, you just know he's innocent at that point. You just know he's innocent at that point. Like if he was guilty, he's not gonna call the feds, is he? Oh my days, Vitali, bro. I still don't. I'm confused. How does this happen? How do you wrongfully accuse someone of this shit? How? Like, how does it happen, bro? Like, did your decoy fuck up or something? Like, I'm still confused.
We got a crazy guy here.
Right.
The mustache is crazy. Hello. What's up?
A guilty person is likely not going to be calling law enforcement, right?
That's what I'm saying, bro. If he was guilty, he ain't calling the cops.
Right. And here's what happened after. Vitali then, after realizing that he got the wrong guy, he came out with an apology saying, "It has come to my attention that on a recent episode of Catching PDFer Predators, my team and I mistakenly portrayed Akash Singhania as a PDFer predator. This was a mistake that I deeply regret. He never intended to meet a coal miner and has been cleared of all wrongdoing. I apologize to Mr. Singhania, his family, his friends, and anyone else affected by his mistake." This is crazy. Like, how do you, bro, show the receipts? He never knew she was quote unquote 1'6". By the way, it wasn't a real person, obviously. It was a decoy, you know? So I don't know if the decoy messed up, his team messed up. But this is what happens when you focus more on getting that viral clip and are trying to...
That's what I'm saying, bro. See, people like Gideon, Skeeter, they actually do the right shit. They get hard proof evidence. They actually do the right shit, get actual evidence. Like, do it the proper way. Get them locked up and get arrested. Vitali, bro. People like Vitali are literally just looking for the next viral clip, are literally just looking for clips. They're not doing this to help the kids or whatever, bro. They're doing it for clips and views. They're not doing it for the right reason. Dead ass.
Destroy people's lives and actually, you know, and this just goes to show you how predatory this, yes, I'm using the word predatory because they're literally trying to set up a honeypot to get people into trouble who don't even have bad intentions. Vitali also said, to be clear, the work we do to expose
how the fuck do you decoy fuck up as well, bro? One job.
PDFers behavior is of the utmost importance, but in doing so, we cannot lose sight of
like the whole thing about catching a predator is the age. So how do you fuck up on that? It's just stupid, innit, bro? It's just stupid. It makes no sense.
The truth. I have removed the video from all my accounts, and I ask that anyone who has saved it please do the same. Though I never encourage anyone to attempt to contact any person in my videos, I ask that anyone who is attempting to contact Mr. Singhania cease at once. This was a learning experience for my team and me, and we will ensure that we remain committed to the truth as we always have. And now, guys, it's kind of too late that Vitali's being sued. According to Akash Singhania, he's filed a multi-million-dollar lawsuit against Vitali and has hired a top defamation lawyer to take it all the way. And here's a screenshot here from Akash. Certain messages blurred out, but you can see him here, and he says, I've retained one of the best defamation lawyers in the country. Combine that with the complete and total cooperation from the police department regarding my innocence. I'm feeling pretty good about the position I'm in, despite the effed up situation. Let's see what happens. And, you know, fellow content creators like Nicholas Diorio, he says, I hope Vitali is sued into generational debt for falsely accusing that guy of being a PDFer. These pathetic losers hunt purely for financial gain and create inadmissible evidence. You know, one commenter in the original post said, the racism in this is wild. An innocent man is trying to explain himself, and your response is that because he is Indian, he is somehow trying to deceive you. Kudos to this guy for not losing his shit despite all your provocations. Hope you all get sued. Another person said, she never told me that she was 16 years old. Right, buddy? As if they don't have the conversations. Well, I mean, in this instance, the Decoy literally, I guess quite literally, did not disclose the fake Decoy's age. Another person said, for context,
which that's the one thing you gotta do as a decoy. How do you fuck that up? Like,
this trap works by the girl saying that she is 18 plus, them having a long convo, and then right before they meet, she says, JK, I lied, I'm actually 1'6", and then they get whoever still shows up. In this case, she forgot to send the, and I quote, I'm actually 1'6", so the guy just showed up expecting a 20 plus woman. Oh my God. Here we have fellow creator Kavo said, Vitali falsely accusing an innocent man of being a PDFer and running his life and ruining his life. This is absolutely disgusting. This is why degenerate streamers should never be, and I quote, PDFer hunters. They only do it for clicks and views. They don't give a shit. There is due process and proper authorities who handle this, not this prick. Chibi Reviews, fellow creator, said, another predator hunter screws up. Innocent man gets accused of being a PDFer in life.
No, the thing is, yeah, shit like this that Vitali does and stuff, shit like this, these stupid predator hunters who do stupid shit, don't actually do the right process, don't actually go the right way about doing shit, ruins it for the actual real predator hunters like Gideon and Skeeter. Because now you think about it, the police are going to see that Gideon, Skeeter, all these men are content creators, and because they're content creators, they're not going to take them serious because of shit like this. Because of shit like this, so it ruins it for Gideon and Skeeter as well, for motherfuckers. It ruins it for the motherfuckers who are actually doing this for the right reason.
Ruined. This has happened multiple times with PDFer hunters messing up cases or accusing an innocent man. It's all about earning money for PDFer hunters, not bringing people to justice. Famous creator DeMarcus Cousins, aka EDP Watch, aka Gideon, said, just got in contact with the victim. I might potentially be doing an interview with him tomorrow so that he can get his side of the story out. He gave me the full story, and Vitali should be ashamed of himself because it's way worse than even the video shows. We'll give more updates on the stream tomorrow. And another person said, on top of everything, the racism spewed was disgusting. I mean, listen, bro, imagine trying to get an innocent man to look bad on camera. He's completely innocent in the situation.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. There was no need for racism anyway. Like, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing?
Then on top of that, you're trying to use his ethnicity or race to try and, you know, I guess demean him and discredit him because of what he looks like. Then in an updated video, Vitali came out, you know, saying this about the situation.
I really don't know, honestly, about what happened recently. I think we should take a break and go to Miami. do some regular IRLs and chill for a bit. I think that's not chill for a bit, like take days off, but chill for a bit. What I mean is do other streams than just catching predators. But
it's just crazy how people have built a career off of this, right? Clearly for clicks and views. I already called the shout out years ago, and bro, you're doing this purely for clout. You don't care about he's a victim in this situation. You don't care about him, you know? As he was pleading his innocence, you were just still making jokes about his ethnicity. That's crazy.
That's what I think. It is what it is, and it sucks the way it had to happen, and it's crazy. So if you guys are asking if I'm cooked, I'm very cooked, yes.
Yeah. And the Decoy, the girl who's responsible for being the alleged, you know, coal miner, she messed up, you know? You'd think before meeting an actual potential PDFer that you would make sure that your Decoy actually did her job. One person said, but he low-key looks like one of those. You see, this is why like the black pill is a thing. Like, I know it's kind of off topic, but when you're judging people based off of how they look, their race, ethnicity, whatever physical features, height, weight, face shape, then this is why people gravitate towards certain extreme ideologies, because quite literally they're innocent people who are being judged for crimes that they have nothing to do purely based off of their looks. It's just crazy to me. Also, here's a full view of the Decoy, the girl who messed up. Someone said also sue the shit out of this bitch. I bet her dumbass was the one who effed it up. Yeah, look at her, bro. Like, how much is she getting paid from Vitali? You know, she told the guy, this is weird, you tell someone you're 18 and then that's the idea, you're an adult, right? And then in attempts to, you know, land him in trouble, you're supposed to then switch it up and say, JK, I'm, you know, 1'6". You know, here, isn't it possible that she probably messed up in the past? If she messed up now in such a big way, who's to say that Vitali's previous sting operations weren't fallible to the same thing?
That is true. That is true.
Maybe some of those guys legitimately did not see the message. Maybe, you know, she sent the message too late. I mean, just think about that. And the crazy thing about this is I believe it's live streamed, is it not? So like anything that happens on live, because people love to cheer, they love to watch live, you know, you got to get everything right. So if it happens on live and if you mess up, you're pretty much cooked. Vitali also came out in another video saying this.
We wrongfully identified and accused Akash Singhania as a child predator. We were completely wrong, and we made a terrible mistake.
It's just, you can't, there's no making a mistake with this. You either get it.
That's what I'm saying. How do you make this big of a mistake? How the fuck do you do that? How do you do that? How do you make this big of a mistake? How do you wrongfully accuse someone of some sick behavior like this? Like, bro. Come on,
right,
man.
or you complete
this guy, bro. This guy has always been weird, man. He's always done shit for the views. He's always done shit for the content, bro. He's always been weird, bro. Always
mess up. There's just, you know,
we believe here in only telling the truth, nothing but the truth, and our team and I messed up. We're deeply sorry to Akash. I don't sorry, believe this guy. And I made a full statement on one of my social media posts on X and Instagram. You can guys go check it out. And Akash Singhania, I'm very sorry. This mistake will never happen again.
Bro, who's to say it hasn't already happened before and this is just the first time you're being held accountable? I don't believe him. And when you're engaged in this type of content, I think you become desensitized, you know, to these things. I think you just lose all kinds of reason and logic and you're just trying to clip farm like he admitted.
We messed up. We messed up.
Oh, yeah?
And guys, whoever has those videos, the clippers that are watching this, please delete it. Okay?
Bro, it's already too late.
I need you guys to delete it.
Damage.
I feel horrible. Yeah, this was very, yeah.
Damage is already done, bro.
Gonna happen. The Snapchat messages got messed up. It was a wrong time, wrong place, and yeah.
The fact that you're even trying to set up honeypots like this is crazy to me, right? I think that's the right term, honeypot. You're trying to, you know, pose as an adult person, right? To meet up with someone, and then at the last second say, JK, I'm, you know, 1'6" or whatever.
Yeah, that is crazy, man. Like, bro.
Who's to say that person may or may not see that message? In this case, she quite literally didn't send a message. And he got wrapped up in this sting operation, which failed miserably. Here we have a post from Legal Mindset. He said, Vitali clearly didn't get enough time in Philippine prison to straighten up, carelessly labeling someone as a PDFer and live streaming that false humiliation ritual opens him up to massive liability for defamation per se. False.
Holy fucking shit. Like, off topic, bro. Fucking hell. It is. Can you hear that? Nah, you can't hear it. Holy shit. Yo. There's a whole storm going on outside right now, bro. It just started, like, absolutely pissing it down out of nowhere. What the fuck? Wait, let me take a look at this shit. Take a look. Bro, that ain't even rain. That's hail. What the fuck? UK weather for you, man. UK weather for you. Summer's coming. Summer's coming. You can probably tell by how dark it's got, bro. You can probably tell by how dark it's just got.
Slight and IIED, which means intentional infliction of emotional distress. So I think, yeah, Vitali's likely going to lose millions. If I don't even think he has millions, to be honest. And guys, I just want to make it abundantly clear. Most of these guys are only doing this because it's profitable and people like seeing these videos. Creators only do things.
That's facts, bro. That's facts, man.
Things that are popular.
Doing it for clips and shit, bro. They're doing it for the wrong reasons.
Most creators, that is. Of course, I've experimented with many different types of content and I land on what's most popular. You guys like stories like this, videos like this, which is fine. But for people like a Vitali and maybe a Gideon, they saw that they were getting millions of views doing content like this. They started, you know, dipping their feet into the water of content like this. It blew up and they ran with it. But at least, in my opinion, Gideon actually does his due diligence with Skeeter John, I believe.
Nah, Gideon does it legit, and Skeeter, bro. These man do it legit. They get the arrest, they get the evidence. That's what I'm saying. Stupid idiots like this with Vitali and stuff. Stupid idiots like this, like Vitali and shit. It makes these man look less legit. You know what I'm saying? It fucks up these man shit as well. It makes these man look less legit. Bear in mind, Skeeter's been doing this for a long time, bro. Skeeter's one of the first to do it, you know what I'm saying? Skeeter's been doing this for a long time. And I mean, Gideon even did a few catches when he was still doing that prank content. Even when Gideon was doing the pranks, I remember he did a couple of catches, bro, back then as well. You know what I'm saying? So,
whereas people like,
man, they go the right way. They go the right way about doing this shit. This idiot here, this guy right here, is a clown and farms the views.
Vitali, whose credibility has already been messed up in the past, they don't do their due diligence.
Holy shit, man, it's got mad dark. In the matter of 2 seconds, it turned into like nighttime.
Out to clip farm and rage bait and to, you know, get views and donos. So eventually, you know, when you stop being thorough and you stop vetting everything, you get lost in the sauce and things like this are bound to happen. One commenter said, the guy in the black t-shirt pressing him like that made me more set than anything else. All in his face trying to intimidate him. I hope he sues every single person that was out there coming at him like that. Yeah, man. Apparently the guy in the black shirt was this guy right here with a face tat. I mean, definitely looks like a very credible person, right? A very studious individual, if I do say so myself. Guys, thoughts and opinions on below. What do you think about this? This is crazy.
W Murray, man. W video from Murray. Make sure you go check it out by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Murray. W fucking video. But, yo, why is it so fucking dark? Vitali, bro. Vitali is a weirdo, man. He's always been a weirdo. That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? Alright, my fault. As I was saying, Vitali, bro, he's always been a weirdo, man. He's always done shit for the views, the clips. You know what I'm saying? He's doing this predator hunting for the wrong reasons. But yeah, man, that's been my reaction. I hope you all enjoyed. Drop a like, hit the subscribe button and drop a comment, man. It's been your boy JJ Brom. Take care. God bless and peace, man. Much love.